Now this is a terrible situation that's happened here, and it's all too common. It's really, really important with your aquarium that you make sure you have very good surface agitation. The surface of your water needs to be very well broken in order to allow gas exchange. Now if your water is flat, the water forms what's called a laminar layer, and then the gas just can't exchange. So you will have a bunch of fish in your tank, and providing it's under the capacity of your dissolved oxygen and redox, you can be okay. It tends to be when you get more fish. You put more fish into the aquarium, and now you've exceeded the capacity of the aquarium as far as available dissolved oxygen level and redox potential is concerned, and then it's catastrophic. You can lose your fish very, very quickly. It can very easily look like it's a disease or look like it's the new fish that's caused the problem, but the problem is very, very commonly just lack of dissolved oxygen or lack of redox potential. This sort of situation just really doesn't happen when it's a well aerated, well broken environment, because the fish are in there and they are reducing the dissolved oxygen of the water, and then the water goes into the filter, and then the filter is full of billions of bacteria, and the bacteria also drop the oxygen level of the water, which causes the redox potential to drop. Then when the redox potential drops to a certain level, all the fish start dying, not just the fish that you put in, because when previous to putting in the last lot of fish, the redox potential might have been just high enough for the fish to survive, but then the addition of the new fish bumped the redox potential down a bit too far, and then not only will you lose the new fish, which are shocked by the low dissolved oxygen and redox potential, but you can lose all your old fish because your redox potential has dropped too far, and they may have over time got used to the way the situation was, so they may have temporarily been okay. So the way to make sure this just doesn't happen is make sure that your filter outlet is agitating the surface really well, and make sure that you have got a good aerator that's aerating the water. An aerator and a filter is not the same thing. One thing needs to aerate and the other thing needs to filter, because the water that comes out of a filter is basically an oxygen deficit, because the filter will actually remove so much oxygen from the water. And you can test the water and all your tests can come out fine, but it's the dissolved oxygen and redox in situations like this, and it can be absolutely heartbreaking.